everybody, it's Dan here. It's been a while since I've done a video here at home, so you have to bear with me. But what prompted me to do this video is that I just imported some black white-lip pythons, or in the trade they call them southern white-lips. These are a new locality. The white-lip pythons that have sort of been in the hobby for a while now, those were from Tanahmerah, if my information is correct. Those are from Tanahmerah. This new locality is from a different locality. It's from a place called Tanahmerah, or a bigger area would be referred to as a regency in Papua. Boven Digoel Regency is where they come from. It's a totally different area. You can see on the map that Tanahmerah is here. It's pretty much on the coast, lowland area. And then if you follow on the map to this area here, this is Tanahmerah. This is Boven Digoel Regency. This is where the mountain range starts to gain some altitude. And these animals are being collected basically at the base of this mountain and somewhat at some altitude. So it's a totally different region. Now these black white-lip pythons, in my opinion, they look pretty much the same. Some people say that the Tanahmerah animals, they're a little bit darker in color, more black, and these might be a little bit less black, maybe even some a little bit more silvery color. But aside from the differences with the locality, the biggest difference is that these are extremely docile by nature. I've posted just a little bit of bits and pieces on the on Facebook and some of the forums, and nobody believes me. And I brought a couple to an expo last year, a couple expos. I had a couple at each. And you know, I had to pull them out a lot, and kind of blew people away. They were really surprised. So Tanahmerah animals, not all, but for the most part, to generalize, very bitey, very aggressive animals, very defensive animals, I should say. These are not. Very timid, very shy. They don't bite. So anyway, let me show these to you. I have them here. Now these guys just arrived, and these are wild caught. They're fresh wild caught. So it's not like I've been working with these and taming them down and trying to pull one over on you guys. So this is basically how I keep them when they first come in. Cypress mulch, water bowl, hide box. So, you know, here we go. They're nice and warm. Reach right in, and they just don't bite. That's just the way they are. It's really, I know it's hard to believe, but it's just really bizarre. And the reason that I'm very comfortable in handling these is because I've experienced these already, and I know that they're really docile. Now these have not been handled, so they are a little bit nervous. Doesn't mean that they're not going to musk, but you know, at least they're not putting holes in it. So that's actually really good. So this one here is a female, and I'm just gonna pull out just some random animals here. The one right next to it here, this happens to be a male. Same kind of deal. Nice and warm, right out of the hide. And it's not gonna bite me. It's just, for some reason, that's the way these guys are. And again, a little bit nervous maybe. Haven't been held before. But there's no biting going on. It's just, that's the way these animals are. I don't know why, but it's a big plus, and it's definitely a big draw for hobbyists. Have another one down here. This happens to be another female. And I'm just doing this to kind of prove to you guys that these snakes don't bite. They're very, very timid. They, you know, a little bit head shy. They just don't bite. So now that's the adults. I have some babies. Now, for those of you that are a little bit more experienced, you guys know that baby pythons, hatchling pythons, they're notoriously defensive. That's the way I like to see them when they come out of the eggs. They feed better and everything else. And these guys, you know, these are some youngsters here, and They should be very defensive, but they're not. They're exactly like the adults. It's the same thing. So, and I'll pull out a couple more just to kind of prove my point. These animals are warm, they're on the heat, and they're just really mellow snakes. I've had super good luck with these guys, just feeding them rodents. It's hasn't been an issue whatsoever. They've been feeding readily for me. Just, you know, the new arrivals and that. So anyway, I felt compelled to do this video. I see all those comments about, are you hiding the holes in your arms? Where's the blood? And so I just got to put this information out there, educate out there and let everybody know that, you know, these snakes are different. And there's always going to be you know, a handful of animals that are going to break the rule, break the generalization. But this locality throws the entire thing for a loop. So I'm really happy with these animals. I really think they're interesting. I know a lot of people are really interested in them. My private messages, text, phone, email, everything has just been blowing up since I posted these animals. The word is starting to spread, and it started with me, that these animals are docile. So a lot of people don't believe it. I hope you believe it now. I could pull more animals out. I'm telling you, they just don't bite. So anyway, it's pretty good. Good stuff. Pretty excited to finally have these. They've been really tough for me to get, but I did get a few, and I think I have maybe 3 or 4 pairs left available, and they have been selling pretty well. And for those people that saw them at the expo last year, they've been after me for these, so they were the first to jump. So anyway, if you're interested, hit me up. Black white lip pythons. Take a look at the map. You know, Google is your friend. When I start quoting all these localities and stuff, I'm putting out, you know, factual information. I'm not just hearing the word on the street and repeating it and getting it wrong and associating the wrong localities and all this other nonsense. So, you know, when I throw a locality out there, if I know a locality, I'm going to put it out there because I want you guys to have your information straight. And Google is your friend. Please look at maps. People that know me, I send maps to a lot of people because I'm really surprised. You know, back when I did this in the early days, there's no internet, so we had to, I had to go to the library and check out an atlas and try to figure out where a lot of this stuff comes from. And I'm really surprised. A lot of people, you have the internet right there at your fingertips, and a lot of people aren't using it. You know, they wouldn't be able to tell you where Papua was on a map. So you have these animals, do your homework, but I'm giving you guys the localities, and Google it. It's fun. Check it out, kind of study and figure out where your stuff comes from. So anyway, hope you enjoy that. See you again next time. Take care, you guys.